Hey there, Eagles Nation. It's me, Vince. I'm bringing another video. Gonna do a recap about the Eagles and Packers game. So the Eagles lost 27-13. We're now 5-6. Okay, now I'm going to go over some stats about the game. So Carson Wentz finished 24 out of 36, 254 yards, 1 interception, 0 touchdowns. He got sacked 4 times for 43-yard loss. Wendell Smallwood had 9 carries for 37 yards. I would have loved to see him have some more carries. Unfortunately, he didn't. Carson Wentz had 4 carries for 33 yards. He had a good game. He also had the only rush. He also had our only score. Well, not only score, but our only touchdown, which was a rushing touchdown. Darren Sproles 3 carries for 6 yards, and Bryce Triggs had 1 carry for 3 yards, and Kenyon Barner went ahead and carried the ball once for 2 yards as well. Receiving, Dorial Green-Beckham stepped up this game. He had 6 receptions for 82 yards. His longest reception was 24 yards. He had 10 targets, but 6 receptions. Darren Sproles, he had 5 receptions for 48 yards. Longest was 17. Jordan Matthews, he had 4 receptions for 47 yards, and he had 4 targets, so he caught everything that went towards him this game. Bad thing is that Jordan Matthews did leave the game with ankle injury. I hope he's going to be able to play against Cincinnati. I didn't hear that was going to be too serious. But yeah, I just heard that was a sprained ankle, so he should be able to play Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals. So, yeah. This game, we just looked bad this game. Defense, our defense looked terrible. Our offense looked terrible. The first drive, we looked pretty good. The first quarter, we looked pretty good. But then after that, we just fell off. I don't know what happened. The defense, we kept allowing 3rd down conversions, and we actually let up a couple 4th down conversions at the end of the game. It's it's honestly frustrating. Like when you get them in a 3rd down situation and they go ahead and convert. The Packers were 10 out of 14 on 3rd downs, and they were 1 for 1 on 4th down, and we were 5 and 11 on 3rd down, and 0 for 1 on 4th down. So yeah, honestly, this year's pretty much over. We do still have a spot at the playoffs, but I think it's just time to give up on that and just root for our team no matter what. That's the way I am. I'm going to root for my team no matter what. I'm just a Eagles fan, die hard. I'm not going to go give up on my team just because we're having a losing record as of right now. If you're a real Eagles fan, I shouldn't have put it that way, but if you've been an Eagles fan for a while, you made it through a couple 4-12 seasons. Just last year we were 7-9. We were about to be 6-10, but luckily Jeffrey Lurie cut Chip Kelly. As of right now, we would probably be 1-10 if we still had Chip Kelly. So you got to thank Larry on that one. So yeah, we got the Cincinnati Bengals coming up. The 3-7-1 Bengals. I said this last week. It's a very winnable game. It just depends on our team if we want to show up to play or not. Brandon Graham actually did have an interview, and he said that he's gonna, he's gonna play his hardest. He's gonna play his heart out. Pretty much what he said. And Doug Peterson did say in his press conference that there's 5 games left, and whoever wants to be on the team is going to show it. So I think that is kind of like a I'm not too sure what the way to put it. But I guess I don't want to say a threat, but he went ahead and said, you guys want to be on this team? I want to see it. And the thing is, we want winners on this team. We don't want losers on this team. Who wants a losing football team? And honestly, yeah. So Paul Turner also did not get any receptions this game. I was very mad. I actually don't even think he was on the field that much. I would have loved to see him get more involved, and as well as Wendell Smallwood. But yeah, other than that, we got the Bengals coming up. After that, we got the Redskins. After that, Ravens, then Giants, and then Dallas. So, we still have a chance at winning the playoffs. I mean, not winning the playoffs. We still have a chance at going to the playoffs. We just need to win out our season. But you know, I think it's time to forget about that and just root for our team no matter what. You know, this was a rebuilding year. You know, we say that at the beginning of the season. You know, I saw 95% fans saying, you know, this is a rebuilding season. I think you know, more than half of our fan base saying we're going 3-13. And you know what? Now we're 5-6. So yeah. So you know, that's just the way it is in football. You know, we got a new coach, new defense coordinator. Pretty much a whole new football team. You know, we got a new quarterback. We got a pretty young receiving core. They've been, you know, kind of iffy, but hopefully they can go ahead and step up next year. Also, our defense. You know, I'm gonna say this. Let's say it. Fletcher Cox has fell off these past few games. He hasn't had a sack in about 5 weeks or 6 weeks. So, you know, I would love to see him get a sack. I hope Doug Peterson's not having any thoughts of trading him, or not Doug Peterson, but Howie Roseman. I doubt he will. But you know, so Fletcher Cox can, you know, go ahead and step up and did as good as he did last year. You know, last year he was a beast. But you know, I get it. New defensive scheme for him, so we gotta give him some time. Hopefully next year, this defense will be the best that we ever seen in a while. And we do have the potential to be a undefeated team at this time, but you know, just things happen. I think 4 out of our 6 games that we lost were within a touchdown or less, except the Seahawks game and Packers game. These last 2 games we lost by over 7 points. The other ones we lost by less than 7. So you know, just like Jordan Matthews said in this interview, that's just about finishing games. And yeah, that's about it. We just gotta go ahead and you know, just keep playing our hardest. And you know, just like I said, root for our team. This is our team. You know, I'm seeing a bunch of Eagles fans. You know, I got a bunch of unfollows on Instagram. It just shows, like, to see how unloyal a lot of these fans are, or quote unquote fans. They do not have the, you know, my respect to be called a fan. You know, it's just a bandwagon. You know, they hopped on the bandwagon when we were 3-0, and now they want to go ahead and hop off it when we're 5-6. That's fine with me. Just don't come back next year when we're winning. You know, hopefully. I'm not trying to get too cocky here, but just makes me pretty mad and upset that we got those people. But yeah, go ahead and hop off the bandwagon. You know, gotta clear out the roaches once in a while, and you know, just hopefully we can root for our team no matter what. You know, win, lose, or tie. I'm an Eagles fan till I die. You know, pretty sure a lot of you are as well. It's just that there's some bandwagons out there. You know, you gotta sweep them to the side sometimes. But yeah. Going into the next year, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but the free agents, I know Terrell Pryor is going to be a free agent. I would love to pick him up. He seems like a speedy wide receiver, you know. He's doing actually pretty good. The only thing is that he's on the Browns, so he can't really do too much to there. So yeah, but he actually is doing good. I think he has over 1,000 yards. Let me see just a second. Let me pull him up here. Darn it, just a second here. Okay, so I just pulled up his stats here, and it seems that he has 855 yards. I don't know if the NFL's updated his stats yet, but he does have, according to these stats, 855 yards, 62 receptions, and 4 touchdowns. I was looking at some highlights of him, and he actually does look pretty good. It would be nice to get him, you know. He's still pretty young. He's only 27 years old. He's 6'4", 223 pounds. So he's a pretty big wide receiver. You can just imagine, you know, Terrell Pryor, DGB, Jordan Matthews, and hopefully Nelson Aguilar, and Bryce Turner, Paul Turner and Bryce Treggs back there. You know, we got one of the youngest receiving corps in the NFL. So I think. I would like to sign Terrell Pryor, but I feel like we need veteran wide receivers so that our receivers can not so much to learn off of, but just have that support from like a veteran wide receiver. So it'd be nice. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for this video. Don't really got much else to say. I do want to go ahead and just say thank you to each and every single one of you for over 7,700 followers. You know, I've been growing pretty quickly. And yeah, I know we're losing right now, but hopefully it'll all turn around soon. We still could finish the season 10-6. You just gotta remember that, and we could still make the playoffs. But just root for your team no matter what. You can't be thinking about the playoffs all the time. But yeah, just want to go ahead and say that's about it. Yeah, and that's it. Don't forget, go Birds.